much time you spend working on an invention?
Let me put it this way. You know, Granville T. Wood came up with, one of our noted black inventors, came up with an egg incubator. Here's the process that he went through to achieve that feat. He sat watching a chicken set on some eggs. And he couldn't see the chicken doing anything other than sitting on the eggs.
Right.
So he said it must be the heat from the chicken's body. So he took the chicken's temperature. The only thing that he could see that the chicken did other than sit on the eggs was to every now and then she would turn the eggs with her beak.
Mm-hmm.
So by taking the chicken's temperature, he made a box and put some lights in that box and got the temperature constant, the same as the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Put the fertile eggs in the box. Every once in a while he would hand turn these eggs, and through that incubation period the eggs started hatching. So he designed an incubation system that could hatch 50,000 eggs at one time.
Mm.
So this is the reason why poultry is relatively inexpensive today.
Mm.
This is a black man, Granville T. Wood.
Mm.
So when you talk about heroes aside from Martin Luther King, the practical scientific side is what I embrace, a man called Granville T. Woods. And there are many, many others, Garrett Morgan, traffic signal, and so forth, okay? So that's kind of how that process is. It's a thinking process and observing, you know, a phenomena and be able to determine how to take that further.
You know, he had patience.
Yes, he
Observation and patience.
That's it.
And tenacity.
That's it.
Well, did he need money?
Well, you know, money seems to be one of the issues that comes up quite a bit about inventing. I don't personally feel that you have to have money to learn anything. You, first of all, must find the right people that's going to teach you the things that you need to know.
Okay.
Once you learn those things, the confidence is built in, so therefore the money becomes a very small matter. Never let money stand in the way with the thoughts, because thoughts are God-given. Money is man-made.
Well, do you have a philosophy about finance?
Well, I believe in spending little and accomplishing a lot.
Oh, I like that.
And by simply staying and being persistent and doing what you're doing and meeting the people that you need to know, you'll be able to succeed.
I picked this little tidbit up a couple of weeks ago, and I'd like to go over it. And if you want to comment on it, fine. It says the 6 musts of success. You must have a specific goal. You must have a specific time to achieve your goal. You must write it down. And you must develop a plan to achieve your goal. And you must decide what kind of price you're willing to pay. And you must think about reaching your goal every day. It sounds like something I heard before from Joe Edmonds, I believe.
I agree 100%,
Yeah.
especially you know, with the idea that you have to work constantly at what you're doing. You know, you cannot let your idea just sit. I mean, this is a constant. It's 24 hours a day, 365 days out of the year. You have to constantly think about it.
Right.
It's almost being possessed with this that makes it really work. And when you've done that, you can reap the rewards because they're coming. They're automatic.
Yeah.
But you first must learn discipline within yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
I know that's true. I had to discipline myself for the endeavors of Afterthoughts Production. The first time that Afterthoughts Production actually filmed was with Kara and Shepard Grimes. I did 2 previous shows before that, but they threw all obstacles in our way to stop us from being successful. But I had to almost live it 24 hours a day.
Right.
And the 3rd show we shot, I had just met Karen through my daughter, and ever since then, it's been a constant thought on my mind. I have a calendar at home that there's nothing but afterthoughts on it, and I check it out every other night. But the whole premise with me is that it doesn't precede my family or anything like that. But I am obsessed with the success of Afterthoughts for one reason, and that's not to benefit me, but it's to benefit the people in the community through public access TV to be able to express positive ideas. And in other words, we want to be the Larry King of the public access.
Okay, that works for me.
Yeah.
One thing it does is it provides a forum.
Right.
Because there are many people, much like yourself, that have ideas. You have good works, in fact, and you're using your faith to bring these works into practice. And they do deserve recognition. They deserve assistance in many cases. In many cases, it's good for the people who didn't know about them, because that's just what I needed.
That's it.
It's just what I needed. Now, watching this show today, I'm sure there are people out there who are looking and they're saying, well, wow, I thought all the inventors were either big corporations
Right.
with a firm that hired many, many people to come up with something, or either the single inventor was something of the past.
Obsolete.
What would you say to a person with this thought?
Misinformed.
Misinformed.
For example, that's why that I strongly believe in inventor-to-inventor support. Joe Jackson has been very instrumental in what I'm doing, because he's been like a support system and a mentor to me. Because he's been in the process for quite some time, and he's done very well with it. He's been very successful with it. His success has led me into the success that I'm doing right now.
Great.
My success is going to lead someone else into their success.
Right.
And inventors need to network with each other, to learn the success of each other, to be proud of each other, to get the strength from each other, to learn from each other, you know, and each one teach one.
But see, you had a,
Each one teach one.
the Bible tells me men of kindred spirits, men and women of kindred spirits, they congeal together.
Yeah.
And everybody on this program, on this panel here today, they're God-fearing people, and the belief is the positive spiritual end of it is going to continue. It can't help but be a success.
Yes.
Anything that God, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens us.
That's right.
And that's what these gentlemen believe. They have to have the belief in God that they have, or they wouldn't achieve the peninsula of success that they're already at. Because if God wasn't in it, it wouldn't work.
Well, you know, inventions are modeled after God. It's creativity. When you see creativity, it's done on the model of God.
Right.
Very true.
Right. Somebody told me once before, said that if God can make the lions and the deer live in peace together, it must have been something wrong. When I said, well, if you could make a man, then you can tell God
You
what
can
to
tell
do.
God what to do.
Right, when you get to that point.
where you
Thanks
get
for
into-
joining us. Again, Afterthoughts Productions. We'll
Yeah.
see you next time. You know, it's interesting. A lot of people have ideas, and they just don't know how to get them off of the ground. If they just had a little information,
Little help.
I think more inventions would be coming up daily.
We're going to try to make sure that they get that information.
That's right. That's right. I think we got plenty of information.
Got a multitude of
Express.
information. You got some bios on them too, like
That
your
was
children.
touching.
Yeah, Joe, and, you know, and you have to have people that inspire you.
Yes.
You know, like I was glad that he said what he said. Don't let money stop you.
Right.
Don't let money stop you. Because
Exactly.
if money was to stop us when we first started out with Afterthoughts, we'd still be wondering if to get the program on the air or not.
I wouldn't have an invention,
true.
and I don't think
Yeah.
Joe
Yeah, everything I
Right.
do is predicated upon faith.
Right.
I
right.
a bit more
You know,
bit more
God-
know what's going to happen tomorrow than
Yeah,
man.
well, we
I just
live.
stop watching
We
tomorrow.
live for the minute of the
That's
moment
it.
that God gives us.
That's it. That's it.
And we do the
That's
best
it.
we can,
That's
and we're
it.
grateful for it.
Exactly.
Like you say, short your path.